Today I'm going to be showing you a complete beginner's guide to your brand new Apple Watch Series 5. We're going to start off with some of the first things that are unique to the Series 5 itself. Then we'll be diving into an overall beginner's guide for the Apple Watch in general. So sit back, relax, and we're going to show you how you can use your new Apple Watch. Of course, one of the first things you're going to want to do with the new Apple Watch, one of the big tips and tricks that we have to go in, is to start looking at the variety of new watch faces that are exclusive to the brand new Apple Watch Series 5 and Watch OS 6. That's what we're going to be showing you now, is some of these Apple Watch watch faces and the complications that go into them, the best customization that you can make. And I highly recommend going through and taking a look at what is possible with these new watch faces right here in Watch OS 6. Your new Apple Watch Series 5 comes with a variety of new watch faces as well. Of course, the first being this incredible Meridian face that has the multicolor. Obviously, it fades away when you're not looking at it as much. You can see it goes from that white to a darker color. Now, what you can do is you can go ahead and customize. You can actually change the dial color itself, right? You can also go in, change from multicolor to red to orange. You can actually set up a certain type of color that you want all of your dials to be. I do like the multicolor though. I think it makes it pop. It adds that extra edge. Then of course you can go through and you can change the individual complications, obviously going through each of these and choosing which one you want. So you could choose the date, you can obviously choose UV index, you can even add voice memos, walkie-talkie. Now another cool feature as well is you can go through and you can actually add in, not just on here, if we scroll through, we're going through a lot of these, but what we could do is we can actually add in the calculator, and that way we can easily calculate tips like we showed you earlier right here from the watch face itself. So that's another great way that you can add that to the complication. Obviously, once you're done, just tap the digital crown. So now we can much more quickly access the calculator where we can calculate tips. So that's the first watch face we want to show you, obviously the Meridian watch face right here on the Apple Watch Series 5. Brand new to the Apple Watch Series 5 and Watch OS 6 is you now actually have the calculator app right here on your Apple Watch that wasn't here before. Now that's not necessarily a hidden feature, but the hidden feature is that you can now quickly calculate tips directly using your Apple Watch in the calculator app. So watch this. Let's say you have a $125 meal, you want to calculate a tip. Just press that tip button right up here. And this is essentially the hidden feature and tip that you guys can use. You see here, it gives you the 20% tip. It tells you what the tip is. You can also change the number of people to. Let's say you wanted to decrease the tip a little bit. You can use the crown to do that, or you can increase it if you had some good service. So you can see exactly how to tip people right here on the Apple Watch, and you can even divide the bill among multiple people. Let's say you had 3 or 4 people there. It'll tell you how much each of you needs to pay. This is a great hidden feature right here in the Apple Watch. It's that tip icon. Just type in the number, click tip, and then you can calculate a tip directly here from your Apple Watch. It's that easy. We also have the new California watch face as well. As you can see here, I really like this design. This is a nice blue design here with Roman numerals. So if you go in, obviously you can go ahead and customize it. There's a variety of different ways you could set it up. You could set it up with numbers. You can obviously go through. You can set it up with different types of alphabets that you can go through. I do like kind of the classic style here, the California style. If we swipe through, you can see that we can make it not just full screen, but also circular. Those are the two main options you have here. And then from there, you can of course change the color. There's a wide variety of different colors available. A lot of them with a black background, but you also have a few of these with the navy blue, the cream background. I do like the navy blue though. So obviously you can go through here and then you can change the specific complications like normal. Again, as you know with the Apple Watch, one of the best things is you can change the wide variety of different complications you have right on here. So you can choose the ones that you want the most. You can really just customize it, make it unique to you. And that's what I recommend doing. Obviously, when you first get this Apple Watch, right, it's going through and making the complications exactly how you like them, because that's the most fun part. You can now view Safari websites directly from the Apple Watch. This is really convenient when you're trying to ask Siri something. So watch this. Salmon recipes.
I found this on the web.
and you can scroll through, take a look at each of the recipes here, but the new feature is you can actually click this open page button, just like so, and actually get to the web page itself right here on your Apple Watch. So it'll take a couple seconds just to load. And as you can see, we now have the entire recipe from that web page of how to make salmon. It's that easy to go to a specific web page right here on your Apple Watch. Of course, we also have the numerals duo, and as you can see here, this is a nice kind of simplistic blocky design, very simplistic just with the dates. You can obviously go in and customize this. There's a few different ways that you can have it set up. I like the main one in general, and then you can obviously change the style. So you can see here there's a few different styles. I actually like this one where you have the top that's actually filled in and the bottom isn't. And then you can go through here, you can also change the specific colors, obviously customize, make it unique to you. And there you go, you can obviously customize this one as well. There's not as many customizations just because of what it is, but this is another great watch complication right here on your Apple Watch. I definitely recommend testing out the brand new voice recordings app right here on your Apple Watch. You can actually now do voice memos directly from your Apple Watch. Watch this. All you have to do is tap the record button to record voice memos right here on your Apple Watch. And click stop, and as you can see, you can have all of the different recordings that you do that you can play back, even send off to your devices. You can share it here, and you can also delete as well. So that's the way that you can actually store voice memos right here on your Apple Watch. Of course, we also have the gradient Apple Watch face, which I love because obviously as the hands move, it changes where the gradient is. I just love the simplicity of this, the way that it looks, right? It's one of those things that is very simple yet elegant. And obviously if you click on it, you can go into the gradient itself. You can change the color. Obviously comes in a nice red by default, but there is a wide variety of different colors here. I like some of these. Oh, nice royal blue color. You can go through, you can change the style, right? So you can see that we have different ways that you can have the gradients. So you can either have the 3 gradients or less gradients like so. Then you can go through, you can change it, you can not just have it full screen, you can have it be circular, right? So you can change how you want it designed, and then obviously there's not complications in the full screen version. But if you were to switch to the circular, you can actually add the complications around the watch face as well. So that's important to remember. If you switch to the other version, you can add the extra complications. I just love the way that this gradient one works. Let me know in the comment section below what your guys' favorite watch face complications are. I always love to hear from you guys and see what you guys like the best. Another new app for Watch OS 6 is the Noise app. So this actually allows you to measure sound in your area and actually hear how loud the noise is. That way you can make sure that you're protecting your ears, you're staying away from dangerously loud noises that could damage your hearing. So this is a very unique extra app right here on your Apple Watch. Another great new watch face is the solar dial, where actually the center watch face moves around the watch face as the day goes on. There's a lot going on here, yet it still looks very elegant. You can obviously go through here and customize it yourself. Oh, need to wake it up there. There we go. You can go ahead and customize it yourself. You can actually switch from an analog to a digital time as the part of the watch face or the complication that goes around. So this is a good kind of middle ground. I do like the analog better though, so we'll switch it back to analog here. And then of course you can change all the various complications around the watch face as well. I think this is a really great style. You can see here that this looks very fancy, very complicated here, yet it still has that elegant